we're such a small group of people. If more and more people supported the work of A Safe Place, bought into our message, as it were, we could, every home on Nantucket could be a safe place, and that is our goal, to have every home on this island a safe place for the adults and for the children. I'm Sabra Vaca, Executive Director of A Safe Place. A Safe Place has been in existence since 1987, which means next year we'll be 10 years old. I came to Nantucket permanently in 1992 to become director of this agency. It is the only agency on Nantucket that serves victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. We also have a large prevention program that we run for youngsters from preschool up to oldsters at whatever age who wish to hear the message that A Safe Place has to give about prevention and education about what we call our issues.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. I'm married to Vince Vaca, who some of you may know. We decided to, this is a second marriage for both of us. Between us, we have 12 children who come to Nantucket. You may have seen them off and on. We have them visit us frequently. And we decided we'd retire to Nantucket, and he indeed did retire. But I said, I'm slightly younger than he is, and I said there was only one job on Nantucket that I would love to have. And lo and behold, right about the time Vince was ready to retire, this job became available, and I applied for it, and am very pleased that I got it, and here I am. 3231. Yep. 02584. Yes. Nantucket is perceived as an idyllic place, and certainly in many, many ways, you and I know that it is an idyllic place. However, we are not strangers to domestic violence and to sexual assault on this island. These are issues that people are reluctant to talk about, reluctant to face up to, and that is part of a job of A Safe Place, reminding people that it does exist. There are people in our midst who are victims of these things, and A Safe Place needed and continues to need services from an agency such as ours. I guess one of the biggest stereotypes is that only women either need the services of A Safe Place or come to A Safe Place for help. And I guess that's one of the messages I think that the public generally and Nantucket specifically needs to understand, that men also are sexually abused. Men also are victims of domestic violence. The numbers are small. We don't know if the numbers are small because it's not fashionable to come forward if you're a man, or if they're small because it happens less frequently to men. But I think we continually remind the public that we serve men as well as women. The cycle of domestic violence is a process. It starts in very, very small ways, almost unrecognizable to some people. You know, you talk about the stereotypes of, that's the stereotype. Why doesn't she leave? Everybody asks, why doesn't she leave? And from my point of view, of course, I always want to say, why aren't people asking me, why does he hit her? And that, to me, seems like a more appropriate question. And frankly, in terms of the leaving, I think a more important thing to address is, how does she finally find the courage to leave when she has been beaten and beaten down in this process that goes on over time? We go into the courts. We have individual appointments with people in our offices. We work with a hospital. We work with the schools, all with an eye toward ending abusive behaviors of all sorts in this community.
Okay, that's not too hard. What's next? Well, if we see somebody...
When you see the puppet show, you'll see two delightful little puppets talking about safety rules, and it is the beginning of our teaching of youngsters about ways to keep themselves safe, I don't think it's frightening to them. I think that is one of the misconceptions, that children may be frightened by this. It gives them tools, which I think is another important facet of teaching children how to protect themselves from difficult situations. And you will see the children learning how to behave themselves and what to do when they are approached by somebody that makes them fearful.
Something's wrong?
Yeah, like that yucky feeling in my tummy when I'm scared.
Yeah? Okay, what do we do?
Well, we have this special yell that my mom and dad taught me.
A special yell?
Yeah, it's not like
No, not like we're playing.
No, it's different.
Huh, different, huh?
Yeah, it goes like this. It's a deep yell, and it comes from way down inside, and it goes, ah.
Wow, that's different. Can I try it with you?
Yeah, let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah. Wouldn't that just scare anybody away?
Yeah, it would sure scare me. Are we ready now?
Yeah, let's go to Grandma's.
Okay.
We believe that the issue of domestic violence and sexual assault needs addressing. It needs to be addressed squarely, and we are very vigilant in this community about pointing out the areas where we think this needs to be noted and that people need to be made aware of it.
Work out what kind of a situation might be best for you. Well, good. I'm glad you like the sound of it. I will have Melissa call you. Great. Thanks for calling. Yeah, bye-bye.
Our volunteers are wonderful. I can't think of any point in my stay at a safe place where I have not asked for help from our volunteer force, but what I've gotten it. And our volunteers are, naturally, our board of directors are volunteers. We have crisis intervention volunteers. Those are the people that answer the phones overnight and on weekends. And the children's program has volunteers who present or help the coordinator of that program present our programs in the schools. And of course our volunteers in terms of our fundraising and our financial well-being are just too many to mention on this island. We are very thankful for the role that those people play in making a safe place happen on this island.
Well, thank you very much, Sandra.
No.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Good to know you,
Good
Gino.
luck to you.
Thank you.
And a safe place.
Thank you very much.